Hey, there we go. All right. We are in and the new space. New
Welcome to
space.
NPR, Real Morning Radio. Today we're going to talk about the current political situation in insert Afghanistan or
Delilah.
something.
Um,
We're going to talk about no, I'm good, but
oh my God. All right. I hope you are enjoying all the new equipment.
oh,
Hopefully it is working. I have absolutely no idea.
two mics.
We are, yeah, we're registering. Hopefully we're not blowing anybody's ears out or anything like that.
God, I hope so.
See.
I hope somebody's
Um,
wearing really expensive earphones and we just destroy them.
Somewhere in here, one of these things says chat. There it is.
If you can, you want
Let's
to
see. And
aim
Wiener,
oh,
love the. I can't read. I can't.
love the spittle screen.
Oh yes, thank you very much. So I mean, we can bring him in. Well, he knows better than that. He knows he's not supposed to be in.
Hey, if you don't talk about him, he goes away.
Really, have you met him? That doesn't ever happen.
Well, he gets distracted.
Well, this is true.
I was just gonna
This
say.
is very true.
I met him. It's like, hey, Wiener, bye. He's just like, oh shit.
Thank you, Emma. By the way, appreciate that, and appreciate all your work on this. This is as a result of
I am the
her
pain in
labors.
you.
Yes.
Ooh, too hot for
Um,
radio.
So,
What's up, everybody? We're shock jockeys today. No.
yeah, we trying something new, inspired by a little bit of inspiration by Jax.
Yes.
A little behind the bar action.
Shout out to Chair Milsom LLC.
Absolutely fantastic guys over there. Fantastic products. So yeah, this is us now.
That sucks.
There you go. Yep. This is it. And next week it'll actually be different. It'll be this plus. So with any luck.
Plus, what does it gain?
With any
500
luck.
pounds and
Uh,
go on a
I-
TV show?
I
Like, I
don't
need to
know.
lose the weight.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, and
Greg, what else is different about the stream? We're in 1080p?
No, we are in 1080p. Yeah, so
Oh.
we should be a little less fuzzy, hopefully.
I did trim.
We should also
Actually did trim.
hopefully, we are also clearer, like with less echo. We had a lot of the acoustic before. Hopefully, the new mics we don't have that anymore.
We'll see.
And we have buttons, by the way. I don't know if you know that. They're very loud though. You don't want. No, they're incredible.
Well, it's just the screen. No,
we won't hear them though. That's I still haven't figured out how
I
we
hate
hear
when
it,
people do that.
but they are wicked loud.
You sound far. Okay, so hold on.
You win Biggest Loser. Oh my God.
We sound far. Okay.
How long?
Yordi, how does this sound?
We're gonna give. We want to give Wiener 30 minutes. Let him come in halfway through.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There you go. Ta-da.
Probably less
Let's
than
see.
that.
What's
Sup, Nick?
going on? Let's see. Better. Yeah, you were probably too far away before.
Oh, it's both of us. Sounds good to me. Oh, then it's just Yordi. Oh, better Yordi. Okay, cool. So,
all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds great. Nobody likes a liar, Wiener. How was your weekend?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, I was. Hang on, what time? We're gonna find out how my weekend was here shortly.
I tried to fool you. We have 60 seconds.
Yes, we do, or less. And we're gonna blast through that though, guys. We actually are gonna talk about two very important things.
I saw the Minecraft promotional meals. Somebody was selling a box of 80 of them on Facebook Marketplace, just the toys, for $1,500. And I don't know if they're for sale anymore.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave the stream now.
So the big boys are in town.
I'm gonna leave it just up to you. I can't
Reciprocate.
I can't. Wait, on Minecraft, you really want me to reciprocate on Minecraft? You know my opinion.
The triangle.
I can't do it. I absolutely can't do it. I can't. Not at all.
Watch this.
No.
Why don't you talk about some of your dumb Marvel movies?
None of them are dumb.
Actually, they're super deep, and you only have to watch 36 movies to know the lore. Actually,
you should probably read the comic.
What's up, gentlemen? Love the new mic. Did they have a chicken jerky? Thanks, Emma.
If you heard us before, Jax, inspired by you. Thank you very much for the inspiration.
Can we use that as an indoor objective?
Smash the buffet.
We're going to talk about the buffet. Shout out to China Lee Buffet in Ocala, Florida. Really making sure the water pressure at my house works. Okay.
Oh, no.
We're going to make this super quick. I'm going to go over
Bang it out.
Upcoming events. We're only going to talk about two, which are happening in less than 2 weeks. Here we go. Back to back. Out of state, in state. First off, out of state, Veterans for Airsoft proudly presents Redacted. It is at the wonderfully historic Mount Vernon Armory in Alabama. Excuse me, sweet home. Sorry, the tequila seltzer is getting to me, guys. A limited ticket event by the illustrious Freddie Lux himself. It is on the historic Mount Vernon Armory Hospital Barracks. It turned into a multitude of different things. I think some of the buildings on the AO are 180 years old. It's nuts. It is a historic site. If you can get a ticket, awesome. If you can't, you missed out. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Yep.
Super hyper limited event. Now coming, follow Veterans for Airsoft for more details. Now for a more local event, Future Wars by NuBreed Airsoft. Outdoor extreme. Excuse me?
Can I hit a button? We have no button. Yeah, keep talking.
I wasn't talking. I guess it's fine.
Okay,
It's only an event.
I actually didn't mean to interrupt.
DEO's vending it. I'm working with some of the crew. It's a local community event for the community. People are coming from Georgia and out of state. It's fine. It's going to be a wonderful event at Outdoor Extreme in Orlando,
Florida.
It's wonderful. If you went to a backyard barbecue, it's there.
Yep. Oh, we can't see the trophy. I won the backyard.
I'm glad it's out of view. I'm glad it's out of view.
It's also out of reach. Which most
Get the step stool.
Yeah,
no.
Anything on a counter is out of reach.
So follow NuBreed for more details on that. Tickets are still live. You're still more than welcome to come out and have a nice time at a wonderful alternate reality alt sim event. It's going to be fantastic. Now we're going to punctuate the event section just because we have a lot to talk about. How was your weekend?
I had a fantastic weekend, actually. DEO had the opportunity to vend for the first official time as Mind Game Productions official vendor, which was awesome. It was wonderful to be there.
Sponsored the event.
Great people. We were sponsored for the event as well. I mean, we talked about it before last week when we talked about LARPing. Just the folks that go to this game really are fantastic. They're there purely to have fun. I mean, there's no other reason to go to this one, especially
an airsoft event to have fun.
I know, crazy. Hey, look, it does look like somebody is in the waiting room. Would you like to bring him forward?
Well. If it's not the illustrious overlord, Mac of Mind Game Productions.
Is that right?
Okay, yeah, do it.
And there he is. Yep. Thank you very much for joining us. Live from his Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah, thanks. Now, thanks for having me. I actually was driving back from work. I said, "Oh hell, damn! I saw the scheduled event."
Yeah.
No, hey, thank you. Hey, no, Papa, it was a pleasure to have you out there. Thank you so much for vending. It was really a pleasure having you out there sponsoring the event, and it's good to see you again. And I hope to see the mayor back in the fall.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bully a Mac, more mayor action.
Mayor 2.0. I promised adding some factors to his character for sure.
A bigger hat.
That would be funny.
Every year.
No, it was an honor to be able to do it. I really did appreciate us being out there. People were very friendly. It's always funny to go to a place where normally there's not that kind of vending, and people are like, "Oh, what's going on over there?" And came over. We brought the different guns.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of attraction to LeVar. Got a lot of attraction.
LeVar is good.
Yeah. So it was a good time. Sold some guns. Sold some stuff. It was great.
Raffle items were awesome.
Yeah. Gave away a bunch. I don't know. I hope it was okay. We did the whole best loot thing.
Absolutely.
That was
awesome. That was fun.
Wild.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I mean, that's the whole reason people are there anyway. You're out there gathering loot. Might as well add one more thing to it. So that was a good time for us.
Yeah. Successful event too. A lot of content, a lot of new factions, a lot of players. It was a hot one. But Mac, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that one of the more populated .5s we've had?
Yeah, that's actually the biggest of the spring games so far. The autumn, the fall game's always been huge. It's been over 200 for years now. This was the biggest spring game. I think we had 133 for our player count for this one. So that's been good because for a number of years we've been pressing right at the 100 ceiling. for the .5s, and now we're finally pretty well over it. So that's a good sign.
That is.
Yeah, for sure. Very, even with the weather being as it was, people still thugged it out in their less than breathable outfits.
Was it warm in Florida? Is that what you're saying?
Couldn't be damned no. Just could not know.
A little bit of heat in Florida.
Yeah, but no, it was great at the wonderful Wayne's World of Paintball yet again. Wouldn't want it anywhere else.
16.5 with the new mechanics in it though.
Yeah, we tried a couple new things.
Really cool.
The basic to advanced perks with the magazine change, which was halfway controversial, not in a bad way though. People were like, "What?" It was nice. I think the reception to that was very positive. And as we had discussed in our different chats we had with the gang, with the group, I should say, a very positive change and a great incentive to have people collect caps. An excellent call on your part, sir.
Yeah. We we usually for the spring games we usually use that as like our test bed to try some rules variants, and so a couple things we introduced this time is we changed how we do the ammos with more running with limited magazines, but you can upgrade them. You can increase your number of magazines, but the Wasteland passport that was new. So we finally introduced this year a mechanic to allow you. I mean, God, wish we'd come up with this years ago, but we've actually finally got a dynamic to basically let you upgrade your character and continue to develop them year to year. So you can build on a character, level them up, add additional perks, additional magazine unlocks. And we've got a pretty cool way to track it from game to game now. So it's I think it was pretty positively received. I think the passports are fun. I think they're fun looking.
I although I didn't get a chance to participate in it, I love the idea of it. When you talked about it last week, when we talked last month.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Last time we had him on this tree.
Oh,
it's so
Lord.
funny.
I'm
The
sorry.
passports were fantastic because, watch me save this stupid sentence, because not only do they run adjacent to how it works in the online game, Fallout 76, where you have, your Vault Dweller ID photo in a pamphlet, but also, too, it's Mac inadvertently created a quick save mechanic for the event in real life.
Really?
Oh, you got a weapon upgrade? Boom, in the punch. And what I really like too is Mac has now become the great library of Alexandria for characters.
That's awesome.
At the end of the event, whatever upgrades you get, turn them back in your passports, use them for the next round.
Yeah, I didn't realize that we were going to do the most caps collected. And you're like, well, we're turning the caps in. I'm like, well, let me change that then to most loot collected. But I didn't realize that people were going to change them, and that would go and maintain their character.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of post work for you, though. No, I mean
it is. Yeah, I think this first time it'll be the heaviest lift. Getting a lot of this data in there, but as it goes forward, it should be easier to maintain it. It's just the initial setup's going to be a little bit of work.
Of course. What I was shocked at, what got the least amount of pushback, which I was very pleased with, the caps. The cap changeover, the changing of the guard, the new caps versus the old caps, the turn-in system. Shout out to my boys, ex NFR, making your guy helping with the caps count for 25 minutes out of a bucket of yellow caps. No, but in all seriousness, the new cap, the exchange system you had for this one and what you'll have for 17, beautiful. Everybody's like, please, I want to have the new cap.
What was the exchange rate?
I didn't first 50, 1-to-1, and then afterwards it's 1 to 10, 1 to 5.
No, actually we actually got more generous. I think we should have been actually 1-to-1. I think for the first 100.
100. Oh, you're right. I didn't mean to scare anybody. Sorry.
No, but that's not terrible, is it? But
yeah, no. But yeah, but the new caps, they're sexy. I really like them. They're really fun.
When you first showed me that gorgeous cherry red with white, I was like, it's like looking at a new hot rod coming on the market. That was so cool. I was like, yes, man, yes.
The amount of props that were found on the field, by the way, I saw like Benny coming back. There were several people that just had like satchels full of props. they came through. But things like this guy right here, was that one? That was one of the props that was
Yes,
found on
I
that
have
event?
to, and Mac, you can agree. Huge shout out and kudos to the new Responders faction for pumping out an ungodly amount of artifacts and collectibles. They printed out Mothman statues that there was almost a cult uprising.
Oh
Like it
my
was
God.
no shout out to the new Responders faction. That was crazy. They were Mac. I swear to God, they were half the loot.
Shout out. Huge shout out to them. Yeah, no, I can't get. I mean, we all the factions that came out were great, but I got to seriously credit the Responders. They did a hell of a job for their first event as a faction. It was amazing. Yeah, the prompts and the missions they had, it was fantastic.
Oh, hold on, we're getting a live call. No, but we're actually getting a work call right now. But yeah, no, Responders killed it. The new Cannibal faction killed it. Shout out to Rodin's boys yet again for showing up and just being a thorn in everyone's butt. I brought out the Cult of the Wise Mothman. I think we did okay, especially with the encounter. Shout out to everybody that hit our explosives for the traps and got scared. Shout out to you guys. That was the factions felt very, very not like as a settlement involved, but out in the world involved, which was very nice. A very nice change, for sure.
Yeah, I was there for the ritual, for the Mothman ritual. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was
oh, did you see the actual Mothman outfit?
I did. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, the eyes look great.
Shout out to my boy Marley. Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. I heard the big cannibal super mutant attack was super fun too.
It was. Unfortunately, I missed some of that because I was over at the Mothman because they were going off at the same time. But yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, and actually, that's the thing is we also are hoping that the change we made to the ammo and the magazines will allow it'll hopefully maybe encourage also a little bit more combat when appropriate, but not necessarily just open up the floodgates. I mean, there's still some limited ammo involvement, but as players continue to work up their characters bit by bit, they'll be able to come more and more combat ready.
It was so funny. I think the incentive to just shoot people was there, but I think there were so many new things going on. People were hesitant to violently engage because they wanted to see how things played out. I noticed more people. They're like, I have ammo. This was the most anybody's ever had ammo in a while for an event. But there were so many introductory things going on. The perks, the advanced perks, the caps. There are a lot of great missions going on. Again, shout out to the Responders putting out dummies. We were doing our thing all day. Nobody necessarily wanted to inherently engage pretty rapidly with anything, but just wanted to sit back and watch. I mean, we even had the Enclave. They're like out of character. We just want to see what you guys are doing. Everybody was just interested in what others were doing, and they didn't want to mess up the rules, which was very nice to see as well. A lack of just being a little too bold. RP prevailed all day, which was awesome. Again, you creating that perfect substrate for fun for this event.
Yeah, I mean, as we always say, I mean, it's a very, very different type of airsoft event, but it's really come to work really well for what it is. I mean, and the following, kind of the family feeling that you get from seeing everybody that comes back year after year for this is tremendous.
Absolutely. And a slight humble brag for you. How many years has Wasteland been going on, sir?
Well, this will be getting ready to go into our 17th anniversary. 17 years of these things. Yeah.
Have you ever skipped one? Has one ever had to have been skipped?
No, nope. Oh, well, wait a minute. 1.5. There was a planned 0.5 that we did skip because of COVID, but no, all the big ones have always happened. It was just 1.5 that we skipped.
That's crazy. That's
absolutely
awesome.
Magical.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And I mean, so how long have you been attending?
I to be safe, I had been to Wasteland 2.
Oh my God.
I heard about the first one. I was like, meh. Went to the second one. I'm like, I'm just gonna be a homeless guy. And I kept bleeding that character into like America. I don't know if you remember, Mac. I ran the Hobo Corps when we fought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hobo Corps.
So I always just was like a bum. And then 2018, 2019, I started Sunshine. And
Okay.
then it's just all been, which technically Sunshine hasn't missed a game yet since it came out, dude, from this last 0.5. Shout out to the Ravagers of the Silver Cove.
But one of my
Yeah.
my points to get at with that is that you've been going for that long. Max had it going on that long. How many people would you say, even at like this 0.5 we were just at, have been going for that long?
I know of one that's been going longer than me, and I think it's literally Danny.
Oh wow.
Danny has literally gone forever. Forever. In the nicest way possible. You loser.
He was playing by himself before the game even was created.
Yeah.
So.
Who else? There's had to have been people. What about Dan McGuire? No.
Yeah, well, Monzon's been coming forever.
Yes,
he's been coming forever. Yeah,
fantastic. I mean, and that speaks volumes.
I wish I went to the first one. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I wish I went to the first one.
You know what? You've been to so many. We'll credit you that one. How about that?
Now I want to save it for. I want to save the credit.
No, it's. I mean, it really does speak volumes to the fact that you created something and then integrated it into the community, integrated it to the players who. Well, I mean, they live and die this thing. They get so involved in it that it, that you get to take on more work doing new things because they take on work doing the old things.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. And I know we've talked about it. I know you recognize it. You feel that the humbleness from it. People actually wanting to do that.
Yeah, there's really no. I mean, the events are phenomenal, but the secret is there is no way these events would be as strong as they are if it wasn't for players like Sunshine, like the Responders, like the Enclave, like the Brotherhood, others that I'm not. There's so many of them I'm just not mentioning. But honestly, a lot of these groups, they just really take such incredible ownership. Man, they own their locations. They come out with quests. They come out with props, and individually they all and it's just awesome, man. It's just like, okay, like I said, I kind of open up the sandbox. Hey, you guys got a merchant? Great. Here's your bank. I know you. Thanks to Toucan's putting out our merchant guidelines. They've kind of got guidelines and prices to follow. Everything syncs up really, really well. It's really fun.
Of all the states I go to, I'm going to Texas in June. I go all over with TCA, and I'm very privileged that I've done some internships with them. I've worked with them on some things. Flying Claws. Of all the different events and states and fields and indoors I go to, it's always like talking to LeBron James when I talk to you about game writing. You just do it right. You have your veteran players. You have your group you talk to. We have meetings. Then we execute what you want. Not because you tell us to, but because we really want to. You create that perfect planter box for success. You cultivate this great following.
Well, Toucan, I tell you, listen, you're right. I mean, you go, and I know you travel all over for games. Now that we've got this perk system to be able to carry upgraded characters, maybe we ought to sometime think about doing an out-of-stater.
I have.
Maybe,
if you're serious, we should
talk.
I have a couple fields in mind. I'm not even kidding.
Well, maybe it's about time. Because I mean, we definitely learned a lot of good stuff that we incorporated in this 0.5 from our work with the Galactic Civil War crew. I think we learned some cool things that they were doing, and some of that's reflected, like the passport, and we really learned some interesting stuff from it. So maybe there's a model to look into.
I'll say this too, what definitely the reach and maybe the spread potentially, as per this conversation, it's nice to see when you solidify change and put it in the player pack, you see other events in the Southeast reflected, which is a great indicator.
Oh God, yeah.
Like you with the passport and our introduction to the GCW, adopting that, like the one thing you did has changed up how excellent Wasteland is going to be. But then also seeing other groups chat about, should we have a passport? Like, I mean, it's just you got it going on, sir. It's all going on for you, sir. Incredible.
Nothing.
I cannot just keep complimenting him.
Really, no, it's play again. I mean, thank you, but again, I honestly, if it wasn't for all these players, this, it'd just be a bunch of guys walking around the field looking like hobos and shooting
Bunch
each
of
other.
lost
Honestly,
Comic-Con convention goers.
bunch of murder hobos out there. Yeah. No, but it's been fun. And yeah, so I'm hoping. I mean, with that kind of turnout for 0.5, I'm hoping maybe we'll see 250 plus for the fall.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so crazy.
So here's a question I'll pose. You talk about possibly doing one, in another state, doing one outside. As excited as most people would be, how many people you think would feel betrayed if it's not at Wayne's World anymore?
Betrayed?
Oh, sorry. Take it away, sir.
Because remember now, we're all airsoft.
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm not saying that we give up the Wayne's World. I'm just saying that maybe there's maybe we just find another date in the calendar that we carve out that works somewhere else, maybe.
Because he has the Wasteland series that might turn into Desolation 1 or or Nuclear Paradise 1. I mean, the sky's the limit there.
Don said me.
Me.
Your first betrayal right there. Your first betrayal.
We'll have to talk. We'll have to do some talking sometime.
Careful. Oh man, I might call you right after this. Careful. No. Man, it's such untrampled snow. Of all the different Fallout events I go to, or the Apocalypse adjacent events I go to, they're either too grassroots or they're like too big. The only too big one I know of is quite literally Rev at Ballahak. It's like going to Disneyland. Yeah. It sucks in a good way. And then there's just the smaller, too niche, too hard to get into. Yeah. I once read a players pack, Mac, that was 35 pages. Think about that. Horrible. We're going to.
We've had some bad ones in the past. I think we started trying to streamline it.
What is it? We're at the 27-minute
mark. So how do you feel overall about how all of the new mechanics, everything, all the new things that you add in, did they all play the way you wanted them to?
They pretty much did. I really like the passports. We had a little bit of we dropped the ball a little bit in a good distribution for the pre-made passports. I think I've got that licked for the fall, so I think that'll be faster. So those that already have the passports pre-made will get issued faster. Turned out actually making the passport on site was really damn quick, but I think I've got a good plan for the new ones, for the old ones for next year, or for the fall. Caps work fine. I think Logan Roden was a big help also back there counting out and divvying out doing the cap exchange. I appreciate his help on that. Yeah, he was doing a lot. Otherwise, I think we're tracking pretty well. We did a couple of minor tweaks to some of the perks. They seem to be solid. We'll probably do an AAR, maybe in this coming weekend. But as far as I can tell, I think everything went pretty well that we introduced. I don't think anything flopped really. And I think the magazines went pretty smooth. The magazine change from limited ammo bags to just limited ammo magazines. I think
all the social media comments have been quiet. No one said anything, so it was a huge success. Obviously,
yeah, nobody complained about it.
Yeah. Which is how it goes.
No news is great.
They'll be like, the first thing you'll hear is something bad, but if it's good, it'll just be radio silent.
Nobody's got anything good to say or bad to say, so they're not saying anything at all.
With the last little bit of time, because we do want to talk about Future Wars, but obviously we wanted to have you on. You got any upcoming events you want to plug, Meg?
Yeah. So okay. So real brief. I do have a time slot that's carved out at the end of May, so I need to get something promoted on that May 31st. I think we're going to go back to our kind of mill sim light. Probably go back to an Africa scenario. I think another Diamond Dogs game for the end of May. I do need to put in a date. I still need to pick a date with Eric at Deviate for doing a Terminator Wars game in October. November 22nd, 23rd is what we're tracking for Wasteland 17. So that'll be the big one. Weekend for Thanksgiving. Nothing in December. January date to be determined will be the next Flames of the Rebellion. Galactic Civil War returning, and again, I don't know if y'all have missed the photos from the last one. It was awesome. It was really
Shout
really
out
good.
Emma Ruby's photography.
And
that was awesome.
And come February, if I don't know if this is the one you're waiting for. Yes, and I'm going to get some word out on it this summer because we need to promote the crap out of it. Looking to finally going back after like 10, 12 years since we did the last one, looking at probably doing another Stalker game and doing that probably in February.
The Return of the King.
Getting your cheeky and your breaky on to a high extent, but that's gonna be fun. Yeah, because I love Fallout and I do love me some Stalker. So yeah,
this is your chance, all you Russian surplus dorks. This is it. Show up.
So here is my segue question for Matt. What will you be wearing to Future Wars?
I am actually still planning on making that to Future Wars. Is there? I need to double check the team factions. Is it what? Forgive me for not knowing.
Nope.
I've got. I keep tracking. Is there specific uniforms I should be targeting, or is it really kind of an apocalyptic?
We're going to let him answer that question for you.
Hey, let me see if my mic's working. Can you hear me okay?
Your mic is working.
My other favorite boss.
How you doing, Mac? Mac, I apologize for not making out this weekend. I had some health issues that kept me from getting out in the sun and running around. But get with me after, and we'll get your ticket taken care of. But we got two factions. It's tan versus green with power armor, which has actually come from a lot of what I saw going to your events, which I just started going to the last 2 years and love it every time I go. So with the factions, they'll each have their own power armor. Right now, they're a little lopsided. We got, like I said, tan versus green. So as long as your main colors are tan or your main colors are green, you're good to go. Hey, Mr. Wood, how you doing? So it's gonna be a fun event, but it's more milsim, but with the power armor basically being like technicals. So
no problem at all. I'll definitely get with you, and you can let me know if there's like one faction or the other you need
tan.
more players on.
I can tell you tan right now.
More
definitely tan. Go tan.
Okay, more tan.
Guys heard it.
Definitely.
Tan. Get them tan tickets.
That's right. Get them tan tickets. So yeah, but it's
gonna
be a fun. It's gonna be a fun event.
People want to shoot Mac, you know.
Guys, if you're not aware of what's going on right now, Mac has decided he's going to play. Finally, it's been about a decade.
I dreamed of days like this.
and he is playing at Future Wars from NuBreed Airsoft, and that will be taking place in a week and a half.
Which is nuts.
Yes. Yeah, it's nuts. I can't believe it either. It's like right around the corner.
Yep.
We've been scrambling like crazy to get everything done for it. It's going to be a fun event. Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando is definitely come a long way since Backyard too, with all the new structures and stuff they've added out there. So Desi and Jenny, who are the owners of that field, are just phenomenal people. So it's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be a really good event. They actually invited us to come back.
We're gonna thank Mac for his time. Thank you very much, sir. For I see that looks like you just either made it home or made it to your next destination. We'll let you. Thank you again very much for having us out from DEO. I know Richard wouldn't miss it for the world, but thank you for having us. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in a week and a half.
A privilege, sir.
It was a pleasure. I'll see you.
Talk to you soon, Mac. Thanks.
The best.
Bye.
He hasn't got rid of you yet. Oh, God, no! No!
Oh, Mr. Wiener. There he is.
Howdy.
Well.
There he is.
Yep, NuBreedAirsoft.com. Go check it out if you want to get tickets. I'll be saying that the whole time. So in between. Normally I'm wearing a DEO patch on my hat, but this time I think I had to promote my company a little bit this time. Because new structures. Yep, new structure. They've been he's constantly Desi is constantly updating that field out there, so it'll be a lot of fun. Nick, are you coming? Coming to work, make some money?
Yes, Nick. I told Nick at the Simple Airsoft opening, he's like, "Am I working this?" I'm like, "Just take it off like you are." No reason. Shout out to a member of the A team, Nick himself.
Yep.
A Team Energy as always.
That's right.
Well, speaking of A Team Energy, sir,
where's Enrique at? Yes, sir.
I need to reach out to him. I miss him, but I don't want to disturb his utter success in life.
If you're here on Friday, he'll be here too.
Of course, I'll be here Friday.
By Friday.
God, I love Enrique. Don't tell him I said that. He'll be so annoyed. He'll be like, "Ew, don't touch me." He'll be like, "What are you doing in my bedroom?" I'm like, "No, please. I love you."
Two guys that don't like to touch.
Yeah. Oh, God, don't touch me. But speaking of uncomfort and violence, Wiener, Future Wars.
Look at that.
Yes.
NuBreed Airsoft, sir. Future Wars.
Chapter 1. That's correct.
Well.
Future Wars Chapter 1. So if this works out good, there will be a Chapter 2.
It might turn into a 2-day question mark?
A 2-day, 3-day, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. It may turn into. Right now, it's just Friday and Saturday. Gates open at 12 o'clock on Friday. Come on out. Free camping. If you're going to get your tickets, make sure you also register for the camping. We just want to keep a good number. Know if you have to get an extra dumpster or add a couple extra porta potties out there. There is fresh. I don't remember if that field had showers or not. I can't remember. I think I'm thinking of the one in Georgia. But like I said, free camping. Bring your motorhome. Bring your RV. Bring your tents. And there's also, if you don't want to do that, there's plenty of hotels in the area because it is close to the UCF college area. So there's plenty of hotels up in that area too.
How much you want me to spill on gameplay on this?
You can spill whatever you want, sirs, considering you and Justin wrote the game.
Well,
so
correction.
I'm just your logistics guy. So
Justin said, I want to make Power Armor rules. You said, I want an event, and you let me sit in my dark corner and write a game I wanted to play. Is what happened.
Did you?
It's better.
Usually do. That's exactly what happened. I was here.
Yep.
I was here when he was doing it.
I read it, much to my terror and bloodshot eyes. No. So,
and it's much appreciated. Go ahead, spill the beans on green versus tan.
First off, before anything, shout out to my boy Justin for going, why don't we have an Airsoft game with Power Armor? And so there it goes.
There it grew into Future Wars.
Yes, he wanted Power Armor, and he said
he manifested.
He manifested it. Justin said, "I want a game with Power Armor," and he looked at me and said, "Write the rest of it." I'm like, "Yep." So
yes, Austin. It is green versus tan.
It is green versus tan.
Yep.
Shout out to Justin though. He rules. Beowulf, Shadow Legion.
Absolutely.
So I like playing airsoft games where when you do something, something happens, and when you get something, you get something. Mm-hmm. When something happens, something happens is the motto I had for this. So, and if you're here, you'll hear it, and if you're not here, you won't. The game runs like this. The score you earn during the game is an end game scoring metric that you can spend during the game to get things. Such as airstrike, such as chem strike, such as combat engineers that can disarm bombs.
Does it reduce the amount of points you have?
Well, you can literally end the game with 0 points.
Hang on 1 second. To answer the question, is it more futuristic or apocalyptic theme? It is a futuristic theme.
But what if the future is apocalyptic?
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! No, it's actually the dark future.
And if you haven't seen, go to the page.
Society's over. The apocalyptic part is like how bad the war is supposed to be. But yes, that's kind of the motto I have here. So I've been in the. I actually, what's really funny for Wasteland, I test ran an idea I had for a mission at Wasteland, and it was shockingly effective, almost disturbingly so. I just have to make sure I can brief the A team to help me implement it. But yeah, it's a game where when you do something, something happens. When you get something, you get something. When something happens, something happens. So the score you get can be spent. The score is how you win the game. The score is how you get extra things. The game is based off of electronic props, territories, resources. There is a gadget system, since this is the introductory game, this is an introductory tech tree almost of the gadget system I'm working on. You've seen a little bit of it here and there, such as the breachables. You've seen the breachable system. You're not going to necessarily see something full-blown like breachables there, but you are going to see the tools you need to access parts of the game, such as if you played North versus South, you needed an axe to destroy breachable. There will be things similar, analogous to that you'll interact with at this event, but it is the introductory version of this, so that when we do have a follow-up game, there will be some veterans with the scars across their eyes smoking cigarettes. I was there when I scored those 10,000 points, lost a whole platoon to that dang robot. So that's kind of the goal of this game, is to make a game that's casual, that's fun, but if you really read the rules and you understand the system, you can look at your COs and go, chem strike the grid square. Like, that's the whole point of the event. Fun, casual, violent. Through the killing fields, if you will. So that's, I guess, the kind of the dip your toe in the pool here.
Airsoft. Airsoft only.
What? But yeah. So there it is, sir. That's as much as I would like to divulge.
That's perfectly fine. Now the Warlords should be going out shortly, or within a day or so. So the teams can have that. So that's coming out. I don't see Rattler on here anywhere. So Rattler's Rage is the green side. Dade County Milsim, DCM. They'll be green. And then on the tan side, we've got Daniel Gonzalez and his guys, Carlos, his EXO.
Nice.
And putting together a heck of a team. So, and right now it looks like the majority of the power armor is. We have about 8 people who have signed up for power armor. So it's a little upside as far as power armor goes, but as far as manpower,
which is crazy.
It is.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So it's gonna be fun. There'll be
do something with it.
During your safety briefs and stuff like that, you'll learn how you can actually take out the power armor if you can. It's a new event for me as far as with the power armor. I'm used to doing the green versus tan and control points and stuff like that. So that's why I let Justin and Christian run with it. So it'll be, like I said, it'll be a great game. They've done games before. You got the imagination of Justin, who's one of those crazy Georgia police officers up there. I don't think he works for sheriff's department, but so he's seen a lot of crazy things. The guy's awesome. And then of course you got my very own employee. Do I call you an employee or what do I call you? My game master.
He's a contractor.
There it is.
There we go. Contractor. That's it. Because he works for
parties, bar mitzvahs,
so
weddings.
many different people. Bar mitzvahs. That's right. What the heck do you call that? Yeah, those two. Kinsierra. Kinsierra. God, I'm old.
He's
yeah.
so old and white.
Mr. Verde, what you doing, sir? Hi.
I just like airsoft. I don't know. And
that's
the fact that people
airsoft.
think I know what I'm doing is nuts.
Well, and it's airsoft, and then also the Wasteland series. I love that. That was, like I said, I was exposed to as an old fart at my age, and still went in there and enjoyed the immersion into getting into the max games. So I'll be going to those again. But,
shout out to the LeBron James of alt sim games. I know he hates the term alt sim. I'm going to popularize it in spite of him. Mac is the best. Anybody that talks crap about him, give me your zip code. No reason.
Hey! Nobody be around this long if they're not doing don't have a great product. So he's been around for a while. So that's to tell you something.
And Mac has made some bangers. Let's forget Future Wars. Let's just talk about how good Mac is. No, I'm kidding.
No, Future Wars. Get your tickets now. NuBreedAirsoft.com. You'll get once you sign up, you will get the rule set. And you'll get the directions to the 2 waivers. Everybody's going to get a wristband, a patch. You'll get your patch after you go through safety brief. Whatever else we have to be given away. I think there's a couple of wristbands. Matter of fact, SFH donated wristbands for every player on the field. So which is cool. They're cool wristbands too. And then if you want to know what SFH stands for, go look it up. And,
Super Fun House.
That's right, Super Fun House. And then... No, it's going to be fun. Everybody gets something, and the raffle's going to be a blast too because we've got G&G, who's one of our main sponsors. G&G came through with 3 guns to give away, pew-pews to give away. Don't want to get blacklisted from here. And then what is it? Wow, I can't even think. I'm old, so that's what's happening. High Powered Airsoft will be there. Not be there, but will be donating to our raffle, and also their BBs of choice for NuBreed Airsoft. Or more like Fallout or like Terminator. Whichever you prefer.
Fantastic.
Yep, Fallout or Terminator. Or why don't you make Terminator Fallout?
Terminator Terminal. To slightly jump the gun and then we can re-rail this derailed train. NuBreed is also going to have, speaking of NuBreed doing stuff and going places, we're going to be in Texas, you and I.
That is correct. We will be in Texas. Yeah, what's the date? Do you have the date handy? Because I'd already bought my ticket, but I can't remember the date right now.
I almost said...
I've got my ticket, so we're flying out to Texas to the Evike
Saturday,
Airsoft
June 7th.
Saturday, June 7th, Airsoft Palooza, which was a lot of fun. That was my second time going. And that's cool seeing all the vendors and everything. Oh, D14.
Can't hijack the stream again with Emma and say, welcome to the End of Airsoft.
That's right.
Did that.
Hijack the stream with them. But anyways, we're gonna be live streaming from the event out there, and then what do we got after that? We got an event up in New York, Syndicate the first first week of July, I think. Syndicate 5 is what it's supposed to be, but that's up in New York at
That is not what we're
Warwick.
talking about.
No, it's not. We're talking about
We're talking about
NuBreed Airsoft and
we're talking
Future
about
Wars.
things that NuBreed is representing it. It's representing.
We're going up there to represent there, and then
Yes.
I'm actually we'll talk about it later on.
Have a vendor by any chance? I mean,
I don't know.
They're horrible.
They're
horrible.
Kind of flighty and kind of strange.
I hear they give their employees brown shirts.
Maybe they're semi-preferred. I don't know. I mean, I understand that G&G is a preferred vendor, and that they
well, they're a sponsor. They're not a vendor. G&G is not a vendor. They're a sponsor. So the best vendor that's going to be everywhere.
I thought maybe
Papa's insecure and that's okay.
The only vendor, my main man is Dead End Outfitters will be out there with his full shop.
What?
Wait, who's those guys? Look, I didn't even say that 3 times. Dead End Outfitters. See the shirts? See the shirts they have on, and they have to buy the D-hop. Every one of my rifles, actually 3 of my rifles, has a D-hop in it, but I only use one all the time. And so far, it's been phenomenal. Likes to reach out and touch people. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play at my own event, so you won't get reached out and touched by it.
Welcome to hell, brother.
The rifle. Well, I know. Yeah, you can't put on an event and play it. So,
I'm so mad.
Got a lot of stuff you have to do. I have to keep all the pissed off people off of.
We'll also have food.
Yes, we will. The Dead End Cafe.
Shameless plug. We will have food.
No shame here
it's
whatsoever.
okay.
Absolutely not. I have no.
And the food is always great.
All of this. We're bringing the whole store. We're bringing the whole cafe. We're bringing. Is
your techie coming?
He'll be there. Yep, he'll be there.
Jacob, good deal.
Yep.
Good. That's what I meant, Jacob.
He's more than just a tech. No, he's my little troll tech. I keep saying
he's your little troll. Is that what you said?
Jacob is a beloved member of this team, unlike Greg, who's just necessary.
No, yeah, I absolutely. I am.
Yeah, Greg's just necessary.
Greg's like a public school doorstop on one of the doors, but it's screwed in. So even if he didn't want to use it, it's always there.
Anyway. You got to mention your sale. You got to mention your Dead End Outfitter sale. I mean, one of my sponsors is actually having a great sale, and I actually saw it. But why don't you tell us about your sale you got coming up?
Sale.
We have a sale.
Yeah. Well, Emma just put everything on sale in your shop.
Every single thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we have a sale coming up then.
Oh, it says Isaac will be for sale.
Yes. Thank you. I'm not.
It wasn't 30. It wasn't 30% off at Dead End Outfitters. It was Isaac. It was Isaac's for sale. Actually, it says Isaac will be for Dale.
Whatever.
Oh, Emma just said 50%
Real quick,
off.
shameless social media plug. We will be having upcoming sales. Follow all social media handles for that. We actually have a couple. I scheduled them so they're far out in advance. So we will.
Papa will have breakfast on Saturday morning. Yeah, if it's pancakes, phenomenal. I don't care whatever he serves. It's all edible.
Yeah. Coffee.
There will be coffee.
Oh yeah, there definitely will be coffee.
Yeah. Coffee as provided by Grindhouse Coffee.
There we go, Grindhouse.
I'm just saying, Grindhouse
crazy.
Coffee will be fresh roasted, freshly ground. Grindhouse Coffee.
And speaking of being ground and grounded things,
feel free to go to the website grindhousecoffee.com.
Yeah, it's a spamware.
And NuBreedAirsoft.com.
With every event, you always get to talk to the figureheads for each event. If they have a stream, or they go on other streams, or they just post and talk about it. But I always feel like the unsung heroes of every event are the admin, the guy in the chrono line.
Yes.
Everyone assisting. So, Wayner, is there anybody you would like to talk about that will be assisting us at Future Wars? Because I can think of one right off the bat, and it's
you. Is it you?
No, my dearest Uncle Tiny.
Uncle Tiny.
Yes, Uncle Tiny will be
up there,
blessing us with his wisdom, that infinite expand brain meme of knowing all things.
He's out there blessing us with his smile and jolly, lovable. No, first of all,
Teddy bear self.
I'm gonna smoke a fat cigar next to him. That's all that matters. But unsung heroes, the staff that help, the team that's going to assist.
The team that helps. That's correct.
Yes.
Everybody from Tiny to John and Astrid to Morgan to and our registration queen who will have a smile on her face. I guarantee every time she's up there. Donna. Wow. I almost said Donna Nero, Donna Tingle. And Drew will be out there helping out also. He's going to come out and help, but he's also going to play.
Shout out to Drew, who's been around too long. Shout out to Donna,
who's been around too long.
Shout out to Grey Wolf.
Yes,
Grey Wolf,
Grey Wolf.
Which is
Taz.
Taz as well, absolutely.
Taz.
Absolutely. Just shout out to anybody coming to help us if we didn't mention you.
Yep.
So sorry. We love you dearly, and good Lord, can't do this. You can have all the best ideas in the world for an event. It takes a lab of idiots like myself.
Oh yeah.
To make it work.
Yep. But you have to.
Allow me to answer that. I am actually only about 35% off, being that I'm not half height. I'm
short.
Yes, I am only 35% off.
Hey Justin, how's it going? Are you working? I guess you're not. Picking
Very
up any
short.
Crackheads right now. I know he works nights now, so.
Meth heads. He's chasing the meth heads.
Also, shout out to our NPCs coming out to play. I told Justin to tell the gang to bring 2 outfits.
Oh.
Because prepare to be a fun resource. Yes.
Oh, really?
As I always do with people, I look at them as an asset, a number, a tool. They're not people. They don't have first or last names. They might as well have barcodes on the back.
They're just tools.
My work here is done. I've touched you.
No, it was a joke. No. Oh, gross. My skin crawls.
You know what would be cool if we could get Augie down for this event.
Oh my gosh!
Wouldn't that be cool? That would be awesome.
Or Dark Horse. If we could ever fool Dark Horse into coming down.
Yeah.
It's only going to take another 14 months for us to get to play with them down in New Mexico.
True, 14 whole months.
Yep.
For the AMS?
Copperhead?
Yeah.
Copperhead?
Yeah, for Copperhead. Yep.
Really? So you're 14 month planning out for Copperhead. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I nearly don't believe
that.
Sir, but this is devolving into us yelling about things we enjoy.
Yeah,
is there any?
So I've got a
Friday
couple
night.
real world AOs that are in the works. I won't say anything yet. If we get it, you hear about it. If I don't get it, then I'll still tell you about it. What it would have been.
Oh.
But it's a couple phenomenal AOs in Central Florida.
So
wow.
Yep, but not Orlando. So that just ruled out those hotels and stuff like that. So
we got the new Universal Studios.
Epic Universe. They're going to give us the backlots. No.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Why not? No.
It's played out now. It's okay.
The tickets may be $600 a piece, but we'll get the backlots.
That's just for parking.
Yeah, it's just for parking. Jeez. But anyways, so that's what NuBreed is. It looks like we're going to be sticking around for a little while. So we got stuff. One of the AOs may not be available till probably about 2027, probably the late 2027 So, but still, but one. Well, you had the Cape Canaveral part. Well, I don't. I plan on being around. I'll be healthy. I'll be healthier. I'll be lighter.
Wiener, talk about the Friday night event.
So Friday night go to NuBreedAirsoft.com to get your tickets. But Friday night we got 2 events going on Friday night. Mud wrestle. Yeah. So there will be a mud wrestling competition for Justin and Papa, and then so there's 3 events now for Friday night. I just heard this, but one is going to be a power armor battle. It'll be a 1-on-1. There will be one winner overall, and that winner will. Sorry, that's Justin keeps texting me. Then that one winner will win a prize for that, and then we're also going to have a nuclear football game, where it'll start out in teams and we'll whittle it all the way down to one winner. We've done it before at, what was the one? A Cannonball Run. It worked out well. People loved it. I've pretty much done one at every event, but it's with a nuclear football, which it's a competition.
Big Indian paintball too, right?
Yes, I did. Big Indian paintball. And then I did one. What did we do at, didn't we do something at Outdoor Extreme on Friday? No, we were going to have a barbecue competition.
Yeah.
Somebody ran away with the prize for that. So that worked out well.
Oh, it was issued as a prize.
Yes, you were. I said somebody ran away with it. Meaning,
ran away.
It was a landslide. You won it.
Hard not to win that when you're the only one participating.
Papa's being insecure again.
I am not being insecure again. It never ended.
Papa just needs.
Insecure.
Papa needs recognition, a little pat on the head.
I have very low self-esteem. Look at me. I don't have enough room for self-esteem.
Mustache wax versus Papa's hair gel.
Come on. That was a good one.
So we have
Oh,
activities
come on,
for Friday night. Yeah, we got activities on Friday night. We'll see how many people actually show up on Friday. I know we get a lot of people come in on Saturday morning. Saturday mornings when the real fun begins. You have to go. We'll also have like safety briefs on Friday night available, and so you can get your patch, so you be ready to go early Saturday morning. Then the people show up on Saturday morning. We'll have to go through a safety brief and get the lowdown on how to kill the power armor and all that good stuff. So a lot of activities going on. Chronoing, registration. Make sure you fill out your waivers online. Actually, you get that when you do your ticket. You'll get the waivers right then and there, so you don't have to go hunt them down. I'm the biggest little man to know. And then just prepare to have fun. Come to have a great time. I mean,
let me interrupt, guys. Please read the rules.
Please
read the Warlord when it comes out.
Warlord.
Warlords.
Please read it. This is a different kind of game. It's got different kind of rules. Please make sure you're paying attention to them.
Actually, slight addendum. This has very similar rules from most games, but I know y'all haven't read the rules for most games. So do us all a favor and read these rules, all right?
Yeah. Pick one game and read those rules. How about that?
Yeah.
We can do that.
So, Warlord in a day or two. Please, God, read the rules. I spent so much time on the Warlord.
Yep.
What kind of any suggestions, recommendations, or anything of the sort for anybody coming out to the game?
To NuBreed. Okay, just know that when you're driving out, if you have not been out to the field before, it's past the Orlando Speed World. You're going to go down Route 13 all the way towards the end. It's pretty much all the way towards the end. There's a big, you'll see a sign and it says Outdoor Extreme Battlefield. It's not real big, but just pay attention to it. And come in and park. And when you come into park in the back where the camping area is at. Put your vehicles back there. Hydrate. Yes, definitely 100% hydrate. Hydrate. It's going to be hot.
Days before,
it's going to be
guys.
warm.
Days before.
Yeah, don't start the night before. And beer is not a good hydrator. So if you're going to drink beer, make sure you got 2 gallons of water for each beer. What's that?
I'm just, we can offset back and forth between the beer and the water.
Yeah, Nicholas, we got the Hooked on Phonics set for you, so you can read understand the rules.
The cow says, moo.
Moo.
The pig says, get down. The sheep says,
Pig says, find me one more thing, baby.
But plan on having fun. We'll have directions for everybody to go everywhere that you need to do.
We can't keep interrupting Wiener. Stop interrupting my boss. Boss, you want to go on, boss?
If you have questions when you get on site, look for anybody who has a bright yellow, fluorescent yellow shirt on. Or if you have to find me, I'm going to be wearing a fluorescent orange shirt. I probably won't be wearing my tactical shirt because it's probably too hot. But just come to have fun. Any questions when you get there, we'll do our best to answer them. Please, like Toucan says, read the rules. Please read the rules. I asked that question there. I don't know how many people lie to me saying they read it, but please read the rule set and know what you can and can't do, and bring a great mindset. Get ready to have some fun.
Definitely.
It is going to be the uncanny valley of events. You're gonna tell yourself, I've been here before, but it'll just be slightly different.
It's gonna.
Yes.
The new NBA rule set will be pictograms. No more words. Just be pictograms.
Well, closing remarks, sir.
Yes. What do you got?
Who, me? Oh, my closing remarks.
No, the guy behind you.
Holy
of course
shit.
it's you.
Well, you can't
Get your tickets now. Go to NuBreedAirsoft.com. If you have any problems or any issues, just message me direct. Let's have a great time. Come on out.
There you go.
I now
Dead End
realize
Outfitters. Dead End Outfitters is my store.
Yes. I know Dead End Outfitters by D-Hop. I now realize Wiener came on. We were one not care away from this is just the boys talking. We're way too familiar with each other.
Yeah,
we're talking over each other. It's like, God, I hate loving everybody here.
Love you too.
Oh, thank you very much. Honestly, thank you for having us up there
on our stream.
Yep.
Thanks for having us on our stream.
Thank you for having me on your stream.
Talk about it. I look forward to seeing it. It's been a minute, and that's all I got. Thank you. I'm glad the new setup worked out. I am actually very happy with that. DEO Airsoft.com. Go on out there, get yourself an oil filter suppressor, get a DAD system, get a D-Hop. or just anything else of the other 860 items on the website.
Follow NuBreed Airsoft on all social media handles. Follow Dead and Outfitters on all social media handles. Go to each respective website and hydrate and be a big boy and drink some Wawa.
There it is.
Say hi.
Guys, that's it. Thank you very much for coming out. Or for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
having me also. Thanks for having me.
Wiener's the best.
Something of the sort.
Don't tell anybody else.
And
just trying to suck up.
until next time, guys, I really do appreciate it. We'll see you then.